This is Hope Channel Zambia television that changes lives. It's now time for the news. Welcome. The headlines. Late former Speaker Musa Mwanamwamba has been put to rest. Locals allegedly stealing pupils' belongings at Sonja Girls Secondary School in Eastern Province. Chisamba Debs commends Emmanuel Adventist School for academic excellence. And petrol and diesel prices maintained for the month of November. I'll be back in a moment with the details.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211 220 286 or 0977 603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and
with the details. Sharon AKUFUNA is a sign language interpreter. The late former Speaker of the National Assembly, Musa Mwanamwamba, has been put to rest. The funeral service began with a valedictory service at Parliament before proceeding to the Cathedral of the Holy Cross for a church service and later burial at his farm in Palabana, Chongwe district. Speaking when she paid tribute to the late former Speaker during the valedictory service, Vice President Mutale Nalumango said the former Speaker's legacy of service with integrity should be emulated. Mrs. Nalumango, who once served as his deputy Speaker, described Mr. Mwanamwamba as a man who lived his life to the fullest and positively impacted lives of those around him. And Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Muti, said the late former Speaker will be remembered for the pivotal role he played in taking Parliament closer to the people. Ms. Muti said the former Speaker, during his tenure, presided over Parliament with honor and dignity. She also said despite Mr. Mwanamwamba retiring, he was always available to give counsel to parliamentarians and also guidance to staff at Parliament. President Hakainde Hichilema attended burial at the late Mr. Mwanamwamba's farm in Chongwe.
Be aware, Honorable Mwanamwamba diligently served the people of Zambia in various portfolios. Allow me to highlight a few. Between 1991 and 1998, Honorable Mwanamwamba held a number of positions in government, including Deputy Minister of Tourism in 1993, Minister of Sports, Youth and Child Development in 1994, Minister of Legal Affairs in 1995, Minister of Information and Broadcasting Services in 1996, Minister of Tourism in 1996, and Minister of Agriculture, Food and Fisheries in 1998. Madam Speaker, honorable members and fellow mourners, you may also be aware that I was elected first female deputy speaker of the National Assembly of Zambia under the speakership of the late Honorable Mwanamwamba. Therefore, I have a lot of fond memories of him. To me, and probably many others, Honorable Mwanamwambwa was a gentleman with exceptional personal and professional qualities, which enabled him to execute his role as presiding officer exceptionally well. Honorable Mwanamwambwa was a gentleman with exceptional personal and professional qualities, which enabled him to execute his role as presiding officer exceptionally well. As a deputy speaker then, I learned a lot from the way he executed his duties as a presiding officer. Madam Speaker, while we mourn the loss of such a gallant statesman, we pay tribute and celebrate a life that, in my view, was well lived. A life committed to duty in every capacity he served. To me, he portrayed such a character of service to man. He portrayed integrity. He portrayed sincerity. He was indeed, as others have said, a world of knowledge and wisdom. Anybody who worked with him, Madam Speaker, we were attest to this, as you have heard those that have earlier spoken before me. He is worthy emulate.
Honorable Mwanamwambwa left an indelible mark on the reformation of the Zambian parliament, bringing it closer to the people. Honorable members, fellow mourners, in the House, the late Honorable Amusa Mwanamwambwa will be remembered for his quest to improve the quality of debate, to the extent that he would at times suspend business of the House in order to orient members on how to handle parliamentary issues. The late Honorable Amusa K. Mwanamwambwa, even after retiring from the position of Speaker in 2011, continued to interact with the National Assembly of Zambia and always stood ready to render guidance whenever called upon. On several occasions, the late Mwanamwambwa was called upon to offer counsel to newly elected parliamentarians on the roles and privileges of Parliament, especially during the post-election seminars, in his quest to continue providing guidance for both presiding officers and members of Parliament in their work as parliamentarians. Honorable Mwanamwambwa authored the book, Mr. Speaker, making him the second former Speaker in the Commonwealth to publish a book.
Now, the construction of 103 social housing units for victims of flash floods in Luangwa district of Lusaka province is almost complete. The project, which has been funded by the Ministry of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development, is a mitigation and adaptation measure to help people along the banks of the Luangwa River that have been displaced by flash floods. Speaking in an interview, Luangwa District Commissioner Luke Chikani explained that 3 unplanned communities along the banks of the Luangwa River experienced perennial floods that have resulted in displacement of people from their homes. Mr. Chikani noted that this problem has led to increased numbers of vulnerable people in the district as they have failed to engage in sustainable livelihood, as they are usually displaced and cannot engage in sustainable economic activities. He said this is why the initiative by the government through the Ministry of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development will go a long way to provide a lasting solution to the challenges that affect the well-being of the people. Luangwa District Town Council Planning Officer Emmanuel Nyoni explained that the construction of Phase 1 consists of 50 houses whose construction has reached 90% completion and are expected to be handed over to the beneficiaries by next month. Mr. Nyoni added that the construction of the remaining 53, which will be in the second phase, is expected to start soon, and that the site has already been identified and the contractor is just mobilizing to begin works. Chief Mpuka of the Chikunda people, in whose chiefdom the project has been located, is happy, noting that for a long time people along the banks of the river have had their lives affected due to flash floods. Chief Mpuka said a lot of infrastructure has been affected, including the old hospital, which has been swept away by the floods, thereby affecting the health care service delivery in the district. The traditional leader has since thanked government for the project, saying it will not only improve the lives of the beneficiaries, but also add value to infrastructure development in the area. And a beneficiary who has been displaced twice said the house that the government has built for the vulnerable people will address the plight of those in need of decent accommodation. Now, government has expressed concern over theft and domestic animals that roam around Nsonja Girls Secondary School in Lusangazi district of Eastern Province. Government noted with sadness that pupils' belongings are being stolen on a daily basis during lesson time by local people who stroll the dormitories without being noticed. And Nsonja Girls Secondary School head teacher Liz Zulu said as a result, girls no longer concentrate during class time as they fear their belongings might be stolen by the local people. Sambo David now reports.
Although they are happy, their biggest worry is their belongings that are being stolen by local people who stroll the dormitories during lesson time. This is because the dormitories premises are fenced off to protect girls' properties and domestic animals roaming around. This affects girls' concentration when in class, fearing their belongings may be stolen. This problem at Nsonja Girls Secondary School in Lusangazi district of Eastern Province needs to be treated with immediacy it deserves if the school is to continue scoring higher marks. In order to make education equitable and effective for all, the government introduced the free education policy to cater for every Zambian child. This policy has resulted into an increase of learners at Nsonja Girls Secondary School in Lusangazi district of 429 pupils against the accommodation space of 256 pupils.
The performance of the school has actually been very good, despite the challenges that we are facing. The major challenges that we have as follows. We have the issue of the offense. As you can see, the dormitories are not in a offense. And because of that, there are a lot of people that just pass around. They are able to steal their goods. And at the time when they are learning, it is very difficult for them to concentrate, because after knocking off, they discover at the end of the day that their items have been stolen, which is a serious concern to us as members of staff. Animals, we have stray animals, because the dormitories are not war-fenced, the school is not war-fenced. We have a lot of domestic animals. That even so, it is my plea again to the parents around, maybe even to the PTA executive. We put our heads together so that parents can come in to help us with the issue of the stray animals.
The school held its first graduation ceremony for grade 12 pupils, and authorities asking for assistance to be rendered to the school.
But the number of classes that we have are very few, because we don't even have specialized rooms. We have just been using the normal classes. So we do not have specialized rooms. We do not have enough accommodation. We have only 4 dormitories. That is a very big challenge to the school. We have not managed to do well on that part.
District Education Board Secretary has advised outgoing grade 12s to take advantage of skills development being implemented by government.
You and me know that for now the buzzword is CDF. CDF is there to provide skills to any would-be learner that is interested to acquire skills at any skills training center. And to the girls, my encouragement is let them go and do the skills. It is not all the time that we shall all get white-collar jobs. No, skills are important for survival. So the girl children that are here, please take that opportunity. CDF is there for you.
The education authorities have also warned pupils to refrain from examination malpractice.
I want to believe there are some parents who may not have confidence in their children that will be writing exams and may be all over looking for leakage. We are saying that now in the Ministry of Education is history. The candidate that will be caught, it will not be a good thing. We want all our learners to write.
And the outgoing grade 12 pupils have called on government to address challenges faced by the school.
Despite being happy, I had faced some challenges that I think as the institution, the administration should look upon it. For instance, lack of infrastructure, lack of accommodation, poor road network, and shortage of teachers. Despite these challenges at this institution for 5 years, it is my desire that my dear parents and teachers would fund so that the school should greatly develop.
It is said that education is the best equalizer because it is one of the quickest and most efficient methods of encouraging economic growth in the nation. Sambo David Lusangazi, Eastern Province.
And Chisamba District Education Board Secretary, Debs Samuel Kunda, has commended Emmanuel Adventist Secondary School for its continued academic excellence. Speaking during the 13th graduation ceremony for grades 9 and 12 pupils last Sunday, 29th of October 2023, Mr. Kunda disclosed that the school is among the top 3 well-performing schools in Chisamba District. He further stated that education is a great equalizer that equates the poor with the rich and encouraged graduates to keep up the good work as they get into the next phase of their academic journey. Emmanuel Adventist Secondary School is a core Christian boarding school in Chisamba run by the Midlands West Zambia Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Brent Jawala reports.
Marching down the aisle in their beautiful gowns, these are grade 9 and 12 pupils of Emmanuel Adventist Secondary School in Chisamba embarking on a new life in their academic journey. The graduation ceremony is being graced by Chisamba District Education Board Secretary, Mr. Samuel Kunda.
As long as we're educating the child, that's the best way of doing it. To the graduates, grade 12s, you're almost there. So I'm sure where you have come from is far. Where you're going now is near. So just continue being focused and you'll be there. You achieve your dream. To the grade 9s, you are halfway. Yeah, you have done 9 years. And there are approximately 9 more to go, or 10. So, just keep going, keep it up. Yeah.
Guest of honor, this ceremony includes presentation of awards to all high-performing children from all grades, that is from grade 8 to 12. Every pupil, guest of honor, looks forward to this day because they understand that if they work hard, they will also be honored by receiving an award.
We are determined to make a positive impact on the world around us, to be the change we wish to see. We will carry the torch of Emmanuel Adventist Secondary School's values and principles, spreading the light of knowledge, compassion, and integrity wherever we go. In conclusion, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all those who have played the role in shaping us into the individuals we are today. To our esteemed faculty, parents, and guardians, thank you for your unwavering support.
Another important lesson instilled in us from our parents and teachers: our school days went by so fast, just like they told us it would, more especially Mr. Lendo. Therefore, I hope everyone present will cherish these unforgettable moments we have shared.
I'm sure you can sense the excitement in my voice. I'm a mother of one of the graduates, the girl who's just been talking here. I'm very excited to be here today because it marks a milestone in the journey of our children. They came here as young boys and girls, but they're leaving this place as young adults, and very responsible young adults for that matter. And for that, I would like to thank, first of all, the teachers who have helped us to mold these children. You have done a tremendous job. And we want to ask for a special blessing from God for yourselves.
You do well to bring a child at this school because it will be a holistic kind of actually education when he comes out of this school. He will not be languishing.
Graduated from grade 9. I've been sitting in that desk for 9 years. And I'm so happy that I've made it and I've graduated. But I hope God helps me pass my exam.
Meanwhile, Mr. Kunda has revealed that Emmanuel Adventist Secondary School is among the top 3 well-performing schools in the district.
And I'm very impressed with the performance so far the school has been achieving in the past years. It is among the 3 top schools in the district. Yeah, in terms of academic performance, excellent performance.
Brent Jobola, Hope News, Chisamba, Central Province.
Let's now go for a break. We have more stories on the other side. To stay with us.
November is packed with excitement on Top Star starting November 1. Enjoy massive discounts and save up to 50 kwacha on your antenna decoder for only 249 kwacha. Don't miss a single moment of action with unbeatable entertainment on our StarTime Sports channels as you cheer on your favorite team. For all our drama lovers, tune in to Novella E Plus for the latest broken marriage vow at 2040 hours and unforgettable mind game nights on Pongwa Champs or Quets every Sunday at 19 hours. Experience a whole new level of entertainment by unlocking the world's finest viewing menu on the newly added channels. TLC for everyday drama and deception, ID for crime and investigations, and Discovery Channel plus more for less. So hurry now. Grab your promotional decoder at 249 kwacha today. Subscribe for only 160 kwacha now. Top Star. Enjoy affordable TV.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211-220-286 or 0977-603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. The Energy Regulations Board, ERB, has maintained the pump price for petrol, diesel, jet AI, and kerosene for the month of November 2023. ERB Board Chairperson Reynolds Woa announced the development during the monthly fuel price review today. Petrol will still cost 29 kwacha, 98 ngwe per litre, and diesel will still cost 29 kwacha, 96 ngwe per litre, while jet AI at remains at 29 kwacha and 29 ngwe per litre, and kerosene, which has maintained the price since August at 20 kwacha 44 ngwe per litre. Mr. Boa said the decision to maintain the fuel prices reflects ERB's efforts to keep fuel costs predictable despite global oil price fluctuations and exchange rate changes. Now, the Zambia Revenue Authority, ZRA, says effective 1st January 2024, it will no longer be issuing tax clearance certificates, TCC, to non-compliant taxpayers. The authority says TCC will only be issued to taxpayers who file all their tax returns and pay all taxes due to them. However, the authority says it will give tax clearance certificates to taxpayers with outstanding tax arrears or tax debt on condition that at the time of applying for a certificate, they would have already signed a time to pay agreement with ZRA.
As the Zambia Revenue Authority, what we've done is to ensure that effective 1st January 2024, no tax clearance certificate will be issued to anyone who is not compliant with their taxes. By compliance, in this case, we are looking at all tax returns being filed and all unpaid taxes being paid to the Zambia Revenue Authority. So we're reminding all taxpayers to ensure that before the end of the year, they file all their returns, they pay all their unpaid taxes. In the year 2024, there will only be one condition under which a tax clearance certificate can be issued to a taxpayer who is owing the Zambia Revenue Authority or who has unfiled tax returns. So that will be on condition that at the time of applying for a tax clearance certificate, this taxpayer should have already signed a time to pay agreement with the Zambia Revenue Authority. Now what that means is simply a situation where the taxpayer comes to the ZRA to say, look, I'm owing this much. Are you able to give me a time where I'll be able to pay in installments? So regardless of the size of this taxpayer, be it someone on turnover tax and all these other tax types, as long as you are owing and you need some grace period or a time frame under which you can pay your taxes or clear your unpaid taxes, you can enter into a time to pay agreement. So the Zambia Revenue Authority, where a taxpayer is owing, we will only issue a tax clearance certificate or a TCC when a taxpayer has already entered into a time to pay agreement. However, what should be noted is that as long as a taxpayer has not filed returns and they are owing, in 2024, when you apply for a TCC, the system will be able to automatically check your compliance status, and when you are found not to have paid your taxes or filed returns, automatically a TCC will not be generated or issued to that taxpayer. So only tax compliant taxpayers will be able to receive tax clearance certificates from the Zambia Revenue Authority. In addition, we are calling upon all taxpayers to ensure that they verify the authenticity or the genuineness of a TCC by scanning the QR code which is there on a printed tax clearance certificate. So this measure that we are implementing in 2024 cuts across all sectors in terms of taxes and duties. Even for those that are importers or exporters, you need to ensure that there are no unpaid taxes on our system. So all those who are involved in trade-related businesses as importers and exporters, they need to ensure that even on our ASCODA system, there are no unsettled declarations or assessments. Everything has to be paid for. That is when a tax clearance certificate will be issued. What the authority has done is to ensure that all the systems within the ZRA are speaking to each other or are talking to each other, ASCODA World and Tax Online. So whatever is happening on Tax Online, we're able to see on ASCODA World and vice versa, just to ensure that all the taxpayers are compliant.
The Zambia Empowerment Hub for Entrepreneurship and Skills Training, ZHEST, has urged members of the public to take caution and keep their environment clean, green and healthy. Speaking to Hope News, ZHEST Executive Director Clarence Muhamba, said keeping a clean Zambia starts with an individual by keeping drainages clean, which in turn will prevent outbreaks of diseases in the country. Mr. Muhamba said the country cannot continue losing citizens from preventable diseases such as cholera, dysentery, and other waterborne diseases. He has also called on citizens to desist from throwing garbage in drainages, as that will block them and create an unpleasant outcome. Mr. Muhamba said his organization understands that government spends huge sums of money on medication and debt repayment, hence advocating for prevention measures through cleanliness. Rejoice Mukoma has details.
Zambian Empowerment Hub for Entrepreneurship and Skills Training, ZEST, we are urging members of the public to be cautious when it comes to keeping the environment clean, green, and healthy. The rainy season is around the corner. It is within us. We see a lot of drainages being blocked as a result of a lot of plastics and paper being thrown in the drainages. As a result, we have a lot of diseases that come our way, such as cholera and dysentery. We believe that prevention is better than cure. Therefore, we are urging members of the public to make sure that they keep the environment clean, green, and healthy. As a think tank organization, we know the huge cost that comes when it comes to government to procure medicines. And the money is going towards debt servicing as it is right now. Therefore, we need a proper mindset when it comes to discriminate ways of ensuring that we keep the garbage in places where it's supposed to be. It is our duty as residents to ensure that we keep the environment clean and healthy.
As we end the news, let's recap on stories that made headlines. Late former Speaker Amusa Katunda Mwanamwambwa has been put to rest. Locals allegedly are stealing from pupils at Nsonja Girls Secondary School in Eastern Province. Chisamba District Education Board Secretary has commended Emmanuel Adventist School for continued academic excellence, which is among the top 3 high-performing schools in Chisamba District. And the Energy Regulations Board, ERB, has decided to maintain the fuel price as it was in October to be the same price for the month of November. Thank you so much for having joined us on the news desk today. We do hope you will have a pleasant viewing on Hope Channel Zambia. On behalf of the entire studio and production team, I'm Bright SINKOZI alongside SHARON AKUFUNA, our sign language interpreter. Keep watching. God bless.